It's not that I don't want to be in this world anymore. It's that I want to know the peace of God while I'm in it. Hey, beautiful. How are you doing? So, the world is crazy right now. It really is. And we are all feeling it, whether we're personally involved, whether it's close by, whether it's far around the world. It's all around us, and we're feeling it. And it's overwhelming, dysregulating, upsetting, and makes us want to hide. I get it. I'm not hiding, but this morning I'm sitting outside with my morning coffee and just outside listening to nature. I'm fortunate enough right now to have nature in front of me. And this is what we need to do. What I want to say is that the world is so much right now. And the reason it's hard for us to handle is that we were not designed, humans were not designed to be subjected to the horrors and news and pain and suffering going on all around the world, affecting millions of people, and hear about it. And for those of us who feel deeply and can't help it because we're empaths and sensitives, we are feeling it and it is affecting us profoundly. But as humans, we were not designed for this. Our nervous system was not designed to take that much on 24/7, to have all these images and words and opinions and flashes and everything else that's around us. We were not designed for it. You know, the society's nervous system is going into shock right now. And ours is literally going into shock right now, too, because this is not part of what we are meant or what we are designed to be able to handle. You know, humans were designed to live, well, originally in nature because we are part of God's creation, we are part of nature, we are a creature of this planet, and we were born to live in that with the connection of everything that's in there. And we were born to live in communities and care for and be concerned with everything in our immediate tribe or the tribe next to or whatever was humanly possible to hear about. I think a lot these days as a way to try to reconnect myself with myself about all the native cultures who had such a deep connection to nature that they understood what it meant to be here on this planet. They were fueled by it. They followed the rhythm of nature. They were connected to what is divine, to what is in the field, to the life force of this planet. When you think of, I think of, you know, the birds that are murmurating and know how to move all together, or a school of fish, or salmon that go back, you know, thousands of miles to go spawn. And we are meant to have that connection, and we have become so disconnected. And the events of the world right now are like cutting, because we have no space to breathe in between each new event, each new drama, each new trauma, each new horror. That if we are in front of a screen or getting the newspaper or listening to people talking about it, we are subjected to it. Very few of us have the privilege of not hearing about it, not knowing it. And what I want to say is that we have to reconnect, to take the time to reconnect with something that is real and true inside of us. And I know that many of us feel like escaping it. I am one of them. I cannot handle all this. But this is not about ignoring what's going on. We can't. But about that, I want to say two things. One is that we each have a role to play in that. Some people are meant to be on the front lines and be activists and go fight the fight to oppose all these dark forces that are threatening humanity right now. And some others are meant to hold the line or to refuel the troops when they pull back, and to give them comfort and love and food. And some of us are just meant to be further back in the line. Others are meant to be praying. The monks that live in monasteries or walk for peace, but even living in monastery and just focusing their energies on peace, the nuns that are in their convents or whatever, I forget the name right now, whatever they're in, and they just spend their days praying. All of those roles have a purpose and is fine. So one, no guilt if you're somebody who can't go out there and be on the front line. A lot of us, again, empaths and sensitives, just don't have the nervous system capacity because we just absorb too much. But the second thing is, if we are to make a change in this world, the only way that we will affect change, whatever our role is to be reconnected with what's real, with the divine, with our true nature, with the rhythm of life, with harmony and love and kindness and peace and forgiveness, and all these values that are the true human values. So if you're somebody who is called to be on the front lines and to take actions in the world, to fight this, I just want to offer you that you have to, that I suggest, have to is a little bit harsh, but that I suggest that you take the time to reconnect with this before going out. Because if not, it will just be emotional and anger, and just, it will be like fighting these forces on their plane. If you're going to fight this, it has to be that we bring something different, that we bring a different level of energy, a different intention. And even our anger, once it is rooted in the heart of love and peace, if we go fight, and this is what we fight for and what we have in our hearts, then, it's called righteous anger. And it's okay to go and take the actions, but it must come from a place of a little bit more inner peace and connection with what's real. When I was mentioning earlier the native cultures, I forget the name, I forget the year, I forget the title of the book, but there is this man who, I think it's in the 1800s, maybe early 1900s, that went to visit the Bushmen, who were considered to be like the last people on earth that, I think it's in Africa, that hadn't had any contact with humans. And when they met with him, they were stunned. They could not understand why he couldn't hear the stars, why he couldn't hear the voice and the message of the stars. And they were simply like baffled, like, what? What do you mean you don't hear this? And this is the kind of connection. I think about that story often these days. This is who we're meant to be. this is the true self. This is what we're so disconnected from right now, and that we must reconnect with. We are part of the whole earth, and everything that's going on out there is complete, profound, and utter distraction that keeps us away from what is real and keeps us in, being offended and horrored looking at this, but without the ability to make any changes because we are just in shock. And our nervous system is in shock, and our society's nervous system is in shock. So, what I want to suggest is do things that reconnect you with the real peace that we are meant to have inside us. Spend time with babies that are still filled with God. Spend time with animals. I remember a few years ago, I found a little, still pink little baby squirrel that I called tiramisu, because in the middle in French there's rat, which is rat, and he looked like a little rat. So I called it tiramisu. And I spent like days and days and days just holding it. I think I have a picture and I'll show it to you if I can find it. Just holding it and feeding it. And I would wake up in the middle of the night to care for it. And when I did that, the expansion and the opening of my heart and the love that was flowing through it was absolutely amazing. So spending time with animals, spending time with babies, spending time in nature, talking to the stars, talking to the trees, listening to them, and slowly, slowly bring the remembrance to our awareness, the remembrance of who we are and what we are meant to be. So this is a little bit different this morning. I wanted to say also that when I said earlier that many of us feel like hiding from the world, this world, and retreating, this is something that I have like in a major amount in my consciousness, in my life. And this morning, and often, honestly, it's like not that I want to off myself, but I really kind of want to get off the ride. And sometimes I think that's where I'm going to find peace. But this morning I had a thought, and I thought I would share it with it. Very personal, but it's not that I want to get out of this world. It is that I want to know the peace of God while I'm in this world. So I don't know how that speaks to you. It's not that I don't want to be in this world anymore. It's that I want to know the peace of God while I'm in it. And for me this morning, it changed something in me because I have a lot of things going on right now and I'm extremely stressed and anxious. One of these things, it's kind of a weird thing to put in this video, but here I am saying it. For those of you who know me from quite a while, you say, what, again? Yes. I have to leave this place at the end of April, so in just a few weeks. I now live in Massachusetts, and can't find a place to live to move to. And it's a lot of stress because the prices are absolutely absurd. And I'm looking for a place of nature, looking for a place for a year so that I can finally set some tiny roots. So if anybody knows of anything, willing to travel, nature, peaceful house, will travel. Anyway, wow, that was a serious aside. I don't even know if I'm going to keep this in the video. I will think on it. If I don't, Let me pretend that I didn't go there and just finish my message. Wait, I'm going to do like if I'm cutting. So I just want to finish with this message for you. Take the time. Take the time to reconnect. Do it in whatever way brings it in. Bring it in whatever way works for you, but find the time to reconnect, because we were never meant to be subjected to this and to have that much information and horrible information bombarded in our brains and our nervous system, and we're all feeling it. So find a way to feel love, to feel peace, to feel expansion, to feel connection, to feel God, to feel the divine in you, to connect to life force, like all the animals know how to, because we also are creatures of God. I love you. I will see you soon. Bye.